Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar on Learn How Businesses Can Benefit from Zoho CRM. Thank you for joining us today. This is Vaishnavi, Product Marketer. I'm part of the Sales Enablement team for Zoho CRM and I'll be your host today. Let me also introduce my colleague Kirti here. He is our Senior Pre-Sales Engineer and he'll be handling the product demo. Alright, before we begin this webinar, let me highlight a few things. If you have any questions throughout this presentation, feel free to type them in the comment box you see in the GoToWebinar screen. I have a couple of support colleagues here with me, and they'll provide chat support and answer your questions as we go along the presentation. Just in case they are busy answering other questions, we have a question and answer session at the end and we'll cover them there. I'm also recording this presentation, so I'll be sending out an email with the link of the recorded version. And shortly, we'll also be hosting this on our website for our future reference. In the demo, you might come across some features that you like and is relevant to your business, but not available in the edition that you're currently using. If you're interested in that feature, please do let us know and we'll enable a trial for that feature. Here's the agenda for today's webinar. We'll be talking about why small and medium business is important for the economy, challenges faced by small and medium businesses, and why they need Zoho CRM briefly. We'll be spending most of our time doing a demo inside the product, and I'll wrap things up at the end with some time for question and answer. All right, the first topic, importance of small and medium businesses for economy. Statistics clearly show that on an average, 70% of the job creation is done by small and medium businesses, and they contribute much more to the economy than the large organizations we keep hearing about. So when a small business grows, the economy also benefits in a drastic way. You can see some big numbers here on the screen, which proves the points that I'm talking. One of the easiest and effective ways to grow faster is to use technology to cut down manual and repetitive work. This makes us more productive, efficient, and helps us generate better revenue. So this is where Zoho CRM comes in. Businesses that are not using CRM still rely heavily on manual methods like spreadsheets, notebooks, paper and pen to manage the daily activities. This is time consuming and managing multiple sheets across multiple people can be a chaos. So this results in missing hot leads. Repetition of activities takes away a lot of your time as there's no proper follow-up on the leads. Then a lot of manual entries create errors. Then you create data silos, which results in data that cannot be analyzed. And again, when there is no proper follow-up, the deals fall through the cracks. Another major issue is that when a sales rep leaves the company, there's a possibility of him taking away the data, leaving the company without the necessary information to follow up with the customers. With Zoho CRM, you can be more productive by automating your processes, which reduces errors, and you can concentrate on what matters the most, that is, closing more deals in less time. As most of you are already using Zoho CRM, you must be realizing these benefits already. Now let's take a quick look at the sales process. I'll give you an overview of lead generation to conversion, and then Kirti here will take you through the sales process inside the product. Growth of your company depends on leads you generate and close. So you must be doing a lot of marketing activities, doing advertising, handling inbound sales calls, and all sorts of marketing activities to bring in leads. But then, when you don't have a system in place to handle all this, your efforts go for a toss. This is where CRM comes to your rescue. You can concentrate and make use of every revenue opportunity instead of doing routine manual tasks when you have a sales process in place. In a sales process, there are 3 stages as you can see. You generate leads, you qualify them, and then you sell. So what is a lead? A lead is an unqualified prospect. The lead has an interest in your product or service and also has the buying capacity. In Zoho CRM, you can capture leads directly from your website by embedding web forms that you created using Zoho CRM. You can do a lot of social media marketing. You can participate in trade shows, seminars, and you can make a lot of outbound phone calls, and you can get a lot of inbound phone calls. And you can also generate through branding and referrals, and there are many more sources. We all know that not all leads will get converted into a deal. You get sales ready leads as well as general inquiries from people. They might be interested in your product but not ready to buy it. So, what happens when you set up automation rules? It becomes easy to set tasks and activities and follow up automatically. So, based on the lead status, you can classify and separate warm or cold leads for future follow up. You can also set up tasks and reminders so that you don't miss out on the future business opportunities on these not sales ready leads. But for sales ready leads, after follow ups and negotiations, when the lead confirms to buy, you can convert the lead into a contact, account, and opportunity. Zoho CRM supports both B2B and B2C models. As you can see on the slide, all these processes can be automated by setting up rules based on a preferred criteria. You can have multiple contacts for an account and multiple deals for a contact or an account. Let's take this scenario. Joseph Anthony, who's a lead, calls up to inquire about the furniture for his office. Now, the sales rep Albert answers the call, and after the conversation, he enters the details into the CRM for further follow-up. Now, Kirti will take us through the demo of the sales process we discussed with an example of the scenario. Over to you, Kirti.
Hello everyone, this is Kirti from the pre-sales team. So I'll be handling the demo for the sales process, which so far Vaishnavi have explained now. So let me just quickly get into the CRM application. So we are just going to get started with the lead. So we are just going to take the lead Joseph Anthony for the today's session. So he just reached our inbound pool. So I'm just quickly adding his information. So the company name is Meta Softwares. And I'm updating the details, the email. And so whatever relevant information you have got from, so today we are just going to take the furniture as an example. So the corporate furniture is going to be the key topic for the today's demonstration session. So during the phone call, so you would be able to update on which product Joseph is interested with. So you would be able to quickly choose the inquiry for the related products, and the quantity information you would be able to update, and thereby you can update the phone numbers as well. So in case if you would like to do any callback, so you can make use of the phone number. So now I have saved the lead record. So now the lead record is added. So once the lead record is added, if you scroll further, you would be able to track the other related sections. So the first one will be the notes. So so once you have contacted the prospect, so you would be able to key in. So the key discussion, whatever you have done during the call, so those discussion can be updated as a note. So in case if they have updated that they are ready to purchase by next month, so you can update that as a note within the note section. And also we have attachments. So in case if Joseph have forwarded uh, any image related to the type of furniture he need, in case if you have got any information from his email, so you can add them to the attachment section. And also we do have the email related list available here. So now the contact record is added. So if you want to quickly send him an acknowledgement email, so you can click on the send email, And we do have the template option available, so by which you would be able to quickly associate a template, and you can send that email to Joseph directly from the CRM application itself. And if you scroll further, we have the related section called open activities. So using the activity option, you would be able to create the follow-up task. So in case if you want to create a follow-up for next week, so you can quickly create a follow-up for next week. So where you can update the tasks, the subject name, and so when you're going to call Joseph, and the priority. And also we do have, in case of multiple users, you would be able to assign the task to a specific user. And in addition to that, we also do have the reminder function as well. So in case if you want to set reminder about the activity, you can set the reminder through email or by pop-up. So that automatically, in case if you have selected email as a reminder criteria, an automated email will be sent to the task owner. So you can quickly create a follow-up task. And also in case if you'd like to schedule a visit to Joseph's office, you can quickly create a new event. So you can create an event by providing the from date and time and the to date and time. You can create a appointment using the event. And also within the event, we also do have the participant section. So where you can add Joseph as a participant so that you would be able to send out a calendar invite for the confirmation, for the event confirmation. And once whatever activity is scheduled, so by default, the upcoming activities will be updated under the open activity section. And once the activity is completed, automatically all the completed activities will get updated to the closed activities. And based on the follow-up you do with Joseph, that is, Joseph is our lead. So it is mandatory that you need to update the lead status accordingly. So you would be able to update. So based on the phone call follow up or based on the site visit, so you would be able to update the status of the lead, whether Joseph is qualified or not. So you would be able to update. And once you find an actual opportunity, like for instance, if Joseph is ready to purchase, once Joseph confirms the order with the convert option, you would be able to convert Joseph to a contact and an account. So by default, during the conversion, so the company name of the lead record will get converted as a new account, and the contact information of the lead will get converted as a new contact, and thereby you would be able to create the opportunity. So what is the tentative amount of that opportunity, and thereby you would be able to update. So in case if he is looking for 50 plus Aeron chairs, so you can update the information as deal name and the tentative closing date. So what is the possible date when Joseph is going to purchase the order? So you can update the stage value, so by which you would be able to convert the lead into contact, account, and an opportunity. And as far as the account management is concerned, so within a specific account record, you would be able to associate multiple contacts. So for example, Joseph might be one of the CEO of the organization. And in addition to that, that can be multiple shareholders or multiple key decision makers will be available for that organization. So the other contact information you would be able to update under the contact section of that specific account record. So with this, for a specific account, you would be able to associate multiple contacts, and also you can also update multiple opportunity for the same client. So this is all about the account and the contact management. And within the deals module, we have the deal stage, which is the opportunity stage. And these stages can be customized based on your business process. So based on the follow-up, you would be able to update the status, and you would be able to track all the stage within the stage history section of that specific opportunity. And finally you will be updating the deal which is going, and finally you would be able to update on the final status. So whether it is closed one or launched, you would be able to update within the system. So this is just a typical journey of our CRM application. So basically it gets start with the lead. So once the lead is qualified, you can then convert into account and contact. And finally, you will be creating the opportunity where you can keep track of the different stages. So let me just pass on to Vaishnavi so that she will proceed further on the automation, how things can be automated within our CRM platform.
Thank you, Kirti. Now let's take a look at the automation process. Why do you need automation? When you automate, you boost your productivity. Your workday will become smoother and you can get your routine tasks done without your involvement. And you'll be surprised to see the extensive automation features in Zoho CRM. Let's take this scenario. The same lead comes through the website. As soon as the lead is created, it gets assigned to Albert. Then a welcome email is sent to Joseph Anthony automatically. Next, a follow-up task is created for Albert to make a phone call. Similar workflow rules can be set up for any record creation or modification. Once Joseph is qualified, an opportunity can be created. After further follow-ups, once the opportunity is closed, purchase acknowledgement email is sent. And emails are sent to the finance and warehouse team for invoicing and dispatching the materials respectively. Further, installation follow-up activity can be updated through the task. Basically, if this happens, then that happens. Here are some business examples. The manager can be notified when a deal is lost, or you can send birthday greetings to your customers, and you can notify the sales rep when an existing customer steps in. This can be applied to a lot of other scenarios as well. First, Kirti took you through the front end of the sales process and also creation of activities and tasks manually. Now, he'll demonstrate how all these can be automated. Over to you, Kirti.
Hello again. So previously in the previous demo session, so we saw how a lead can be updated manually and how follow-up tasks can be created within the record. But what if there is a automation function which have some minimal update option? So in case whenever a specific pick list field is updated, if you want to send out some automated emails, so we are just going to view how the automation works with our CRM. So for this, so I'm just going to update the information from my website. So the same lead. So Joseph again, so he is going to submit inquiry from the website. So as soon as once the inquiry is submitted, automatically the submitted information will get updated to the CRM lead section. So now I'm in the CRM leads module. So you can see here the information got updated. And in addition to that, you can also see here. So the follow-up activity and the email have been sent automatically from the CRM system itself. So this is where the automation functionality is important for the CRM application. So using the automation, you would be able to remove the manual entry so that you would be able to speed up the sales process. So instead of creating the follow-up task manually and sending emails manually, with the few clicks, you would be able to automate the sales function. So this automation in our Zoho CRM is configured through the workflow option, so which you would be able to see under the setup. So I'll just show you how the workflow rule, a typical workflow rule can be configured. So as far as the workflow rule, whenever if you are going to create a workflow rule, so the first and the foremost option is selecting the modules. So the workflow rule by default, it is available for all the modules within our CRM system. So all you have to do is just provide the rule name and then first select the module, then provide the rule name, and then you have to specify when, and what. So the when criteria includes the following conditions. So create whenever if new record is created, edit if if the record within the module is edited. For example, if a lead record is edited, or if the opportunity is edited, so that would be the edit criteria. Field update whenever if any specific field is updated. If you want to send out some automated triggers or follow-up tasks, you can choose the field update option. And an example would be updating the lead status. So if the status of the lead is changed to contacted or pre-qualified, then automatically intimate the sales manager that a new lead is qualified. So if you want to have some sort of automated workflow, you can choose the field update option. And the next one would be which records. So whenever, for example, if you choose the lead status as a criteria, so here under the which record, you would be able to specify upon which status you want to execute the workflow. So here you would be able to update the specific value, whether it is contacted or pre-qualified or lost lead. So you can update here, and then you would be able to define the instant actions. So you would be able to send email, a follow-up task can be created, and you can also update a specific field within the module. And for example, a simple example for the field update would be, so whenever if the status of the lead is contacted, and if you want to assign those lead to a different user. So for example, within my account here, so I have these set of users, Matthew, Albert, Steve. So these are some of the available users. So so there is a condition when the status of the lead is changed to contacted, and if you want to assign that lead to Steve, then you can use the field update workflow option. And as far as this specific field update option is concerned, so this option is supported only with the enterprise package, which offers advanced automation functions. And also we do have webinars for the customization by next week. So to know in depth on the workflow automation, you can register for our upcoming webinars. And finally, we have the webhooks and the custom functions. So these two options are generally configured through API, by which you would be able to update the third-party applications. So in case if you want to integrate CRM with your internal application like SAP or any other third-party platforms, you can use the instant actions. And another key feature within the enterprise edition would be the scheduled actions. So the scheduled actions is nothing but the time-based workflow actions. So by which you would be able to execute automated tasks or emails in a delayed manner. So a simple example would be, for example, if the status of the lead is contacted, it changed to contacted. And if you want to send an automated email after 3 days from the status change, then you can configure the scheduled actions. So by which you would be able to trigger alerts and tasks on a delayed date. So a simple example would be like, so when a new lead is added and if the status is contacted or pre-qualified, so you would be able to associate the instant actions, and the same way you can also uh, configure the scheduled actions as well. And also within the presentation, so there is one part where when the status of the lead is when the status of the deal is updated, if you want to send notification to the finance team as well as to the warehouse team, so those requirements, so you would be able to associate within the instant actions. So within the instant action, once the template is associated, so you would be able to choose to which team or to which user you would like to send the notification. So you would be able to choose the email recipients based on the specific requirement. So in case if you want to intimate a specific user, or if you want to intimate a specific team, you would be able to associate within the workflow rule. And thereby you can also create the follow-up activity as well. And apart when within the workflow, we also do have the assignment rule option as well. So this assignment rule will work for the leads which are getting added through web form, or in case if you're importing records through the Excel file, you can make use of the lead assignment rule. So using the lead assignment rule, you would be able to define the criteria. For example, if you want to define criteria based on location or based on a country, if you want to define any criteria, you can define the criteria by which you would be able to automatically assign those criteria leads to a specific user within the CRM application. And also using the workflow rule, you can also automate the lead conversion as well. So I have defined a workflow for our lead Joseph. So when the status of the lead is updated as contacted, automatically Joseph should be converted as a contact, account, and an opportunity. Let's see how this specific workflow option works. So I'm going to update the status of the lead as contacted, so that you can see here. So now the lead got converted into a new account, contact, and an opportunity. So in the previous demo, I was manually clicking on the convert option to create opportunity. But over here with the automation, you would be able to automatically, you can create a rule so that automatically when the status is updated, a deal can be automatically created for that contact. So now you have the information here, and also you have the deal created for that user, and so you can update the deal value. So the deal amount can be updated. So now a new opportunity is created, and also just like how we viewed for the lead status, so the similar way you can also set a workflow rule for the stage update as well. So whenever if the order is completed and if you want to send an automated notification to the customer, or if you want to create a follow-up activity for the further installation process, you can define the workflow. So let me just convert the stage as, let me just update the stage as closed one. So automatically once, as soon as I update the stage, so automatically the follow-up activity will get created automatically for the contact packets. So now if I go to the contact packet Joseph, so I can see here this site installation, inspection, and the installation preparation. So these details got updated. So everything got updated based on the criteria which is defined within the workflow rule action. So this is the workflow rule which I have created. So 3 alerts, one to the customer, one to the invoice team, and one to the warehouse team, and the follow-up task, which can be automatically assigned to a specific user. So this is all about the advanced automation function. So in case if you have any questions related to the automation, you can make use of the chat window, so that in case if you have any specific questions related to automation, we would be able to assist you from the chat window from the GoToMeeting. So let me just pass on the call to Vaishnavi again.
Thank you, Kirti. So, mobile has become a basic necessity for the salespeople now. So, it's having a mobile app is more than just a luxury now. We've seen how CRM can be used on the web. Now, let's take a look at a mobile app. Sales is always about closing deals. So, a salesperson cannot accomplish this just by sitting in his desk and making calls or emailing. A salesman's job demands him to stay on his toes and have access to his inbox wherever he goes. So, this is exactly why we have a mobile app. First, let's take a look at the Smart Planner. Sales reps should be able to access their schedule for the day or week at any time. So, using a Smart Planner, the sales rep can view and track the schedule. They can add they can add events, calls, tasks, and even invite participants for events, all from the mobile. They can receive reminders on the phone while they're on the go, so they don't have to miss out on important meetings or phone calls. Then we have a map integration. You can locate prospects nearby using the map view. You can find leads, contacts, and accounts in the region and schedule meetings. You can keep track of your meetings by daily checking in using the check-in feature. This will help the sales managers generate reports based on the visits and also improve the sales team strategy. Also, you can't expect all your team members to be in one location when you have to make a collective decision, right? So with feeds, you can now keep all of them on the same page, collaborate better, and maximize your chances of winning a deal. And we also have this work offline option. So if you're traveling to a remote location where there's no internet, you still don't have to be far away from your customers. Using the offline mode, you can stay connected to add notes, log call, and all the changes that you've made offline will be synchronized automatically as soon as you go back online. Now, Kirti will take us through the mobile app demo.
So we are just going to view how the mobile application with Zoho CRM works. So once you log into the mobile device, so the first page you will view will be the dashboard, which will be the home page for the mobile app. So whenever if a user is logging into the app, so the first thing they would be able to view is the events and tasks which is scheduled for them for today. So you can see like so by selecting the date you would be able to track whatever events. So whatever events you can which is scheduled can be tracked. And also we do have the collaborative feeds. So where in case if any recent updates happening within the CRM can be automatically updated and tracked within the feed section. And in addition to that, we also do have the notifications as well. So whenever if any event is scheduled or if any email is responded from the customer, so everything you would be able to track from the mobile itself. And just like how we have how the information is added within the browser mode, so the same way you would be able to add details in the mobile as well. So you would be able to create or you can update information within the mobile application. And the added advantage would be the maps view. So as Vaishnavi was explaining, so in our CRM, we do have the map view option available by which you would be able to keep track of the leads nearby. So whenever if a specific sales agent is visiting a client, so he can track the other related contacts who is nearby that location. So by which he can also schedule he can also visit he can also do some unscheduled activities which can be used for the follow-ups for upselling or for cross-selling. They can visit the existing customers. And in addition to that, we also do have the dashboards, so by which you would be able to track the analytics based on the information updated within the module. So whatever dashboards which is updated in the browser, so those dashboards will also be automatically updated within the mobile app as well. And for the events, so once within the events, we do have the check-in functionality available. So using the check-in, the sales agent, they would be able to check in whenever if they are visiting the client place, they would be able to do the check-in directly from the app, which will get automatically updated to the system. And the regional sales managers can run report based on the number of check-ins done by the specific user. And as far as the other modules are concerned, so all the modules, which whatever modules that are available in the browser mode, so almost all the modules are supported within the mobile app except the reports. And also, in case if you want to send any email or if you want to update a voice note or if you want to add any text note, you would be able to do it directly from the app itself. And also with the offline application, So you can also, even if you don't have an internet connection, you would be able to still access Zoho CRM in the offline. So where you can keep track of the added information. So even if you don't have a connection, you can still work offline. And also you would be able to update details. So whatever information you update during the offline mode will get automatically updated once you connect to a specific network connection. So that's all about the mobile application. So let me just hand over to Vaishnavi again.
Thank you, Kirti. Now, this brings us to the end of the webinar. On behalf of Kirti and the team who helped me answering the questions, I'd like to thank you for your time. Reach out to us for any questions at support@zohocrm.com. And don't forget to join us on Tuesday at the same time for the webinar, Best Practices for Capturing Your Leads in CRM Using Web Forms. Have a great day.